afternoon, everyone, especially boys and girls. We've gathered here for the finals of the BOGS round of the Foxy Dr. Usha Krishna quiz. We all know we had the prelims last Friday. It was on the Kahoot app, and it was quite an interesting online quiz. So congratulations, first of all, for being the top four teams in the prelims. And now, before moving on to the quiz proper, Dr. Shevunti Goswami, who is the chairperson of the quiz committee, Foxy, will explain all the ground rules. But before that, I would like to invite our president, Dr. Bhaskar Pal, to say a few words. Bhaskar,
good afternoon. I welcome you all to the BOGS round of Dr. Usha Krishna quiz. I think this is a novel experience for us. For the first time, we are doing the finals of the quiz on the virtual platform. And I thank all of you, the team who are organizing the quiz, and all the best to all the participants. And the 8 of them who have qualified from the prelims, which we held on Kahoot. And a big thanks to Dr. Deepika and a team at Jackson Pearl Pharma for supporting us through this. All the best. Please remember that only one team can win. But the fact that you've come here, you've done great. And all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhaskar. So without wasting much time, over to you, Shevunti.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome all of you to the final rounds of BOGS society level quiz. Now, this is the first time we are having quiz on a virtual platform, quiz being webcasted. Otherwise, we have all young children, surrounding us and listening to us. So anyway, it's better that God could let us do something, at least at last. Okay, so before we start the main quiz, can I have a round of self-introduction from the team members? We can start from here.
I am Shaurya Basak from Medical College, Kolkata.
I'm Sadia Nathneen from Medical College, Kolkata.
So Sadia and Shoptak from Medical College, Kolkata.
Shoujo, ma'am.
Shoujo, no? Acha.
Shoujo.
Shoujo. Hope I hear the right thing during rapid fire. That's why I've opened my mask at last. CMC, TMA, Team B.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Aishwarya Bhattacharya.
I'm Gokul Raman. We are both from Medical College, Kolkata.
Medical College, Bakul and Aishwarya. Bakul. Team
Good
C.
afternoon, ma'am. I am Mandira Roy. I'm Lotika, and we are both from Medical College, Kolkata.
So Medical College again, Lotika and Mandira. Lotika, L. So that's Team C. Team D.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zuka bin Kamal, and I am Dr. Priyanka. And
We are from Zuka.
we are from RG
the only
Medical
team
College.
from RG. Okay, so welcome all of you. Let us go over to the quiz. This is the society level quiz, and the team which is going to win out here, or the team which is going to come first today, is going to participate in the East Zone Juba Foxy, which will be held at Shiliguri, but maybe not physically, maybe virtually or in the form of a hybrid conference, but you will be the team who will be participating out there in the zonal level. The topic, as we all know, is critical care in obstetrics this time. And the quiz masters today, before I declare the name of the quiz masters, I have to dutifully thank somebody who is not standing with us here, but who is very much behind the scene, who has actually made this presentation, who has actually compiled everything. That is none other than our Grand Master, Dr. Chaitali Dr. Rai, the professor and HOD of Raiganj Medical College, who couldn't stay here because we changed the dates ourselves. And then we have Dr. Tulika Jha, who is more than popular, and she is the clinical secretary of BOGS and the associate professor of RG Medical College. Dr. Sita Ramamurthy Pal, who is the assistant clinical secretary of Bengal Obs-Gynae Society, and who happens also to be the senior consultant at Apollo Clinicals, Kolkata. Dr. Shushmita Chattopadhyay, a good friend of mine, who is a consultant at Medica Super Specialty Hospital. And last is yours truly. And this time, to decrease the number of the people, we haven't kept any other score and timekeeper. We quiz masters are only going to keep the time and the score. So now the rules, ground rules. The first round is going to start from Team A, as you know, and the successive rounds will start from B, C, D, and we'll go right like that. In the second round, it will be C, D, A, like that, respectively. Then after 4 rounds, it will proceed in the opposite direction, or it may proceed again from A, whatever we think. The rapid fire round will start from the team who is having the least score at the time as per convention. The first answer will be taken as the final answer. So think before you answer, but don't take too long, the time goes off. Your time will start as soon as the question has been read out, except in case of rapid fire. If you start to answer just before your time runs out, you will be allowed to complete your answer, but you will not be allowed. The rules of every round will be again, reiterated. And if you start to answer just before your time runs out, you will be allowed to complete your answer. And like any other quiz in the world, it's the quiz master's decision, which is final. So all the best to all of you. We have a collection of 7 rounds: direct round, imaging round, acronym round, identify and answer round, an MCQ round, a BOGS and proxy round, and the last but not the least, the rapid fire round. So we were going to start with the round 1, and for that, I invite Dr. Tulika Jha.
So everybody, are you ready? So we start with the first round, and the first question goes to question A. Achha, the rules for first round is each direct question gets 30 seconds and may be passed, but no extra time will be given for answering past questions. But if you get a bonus question, you have to answer instantly. You cannot think and answer, okay? Each correct answer is awarded 10 marks, while a past question is awarded 5 marks. And there are no negative marks in this round, okay? So 30 seconds plus 10 or plus 5, and past question hole shonge shonge answer dite hobe, okay? So we move to the question. What is the name of the maneuver used to minimize regurgitation of gastric contents during intubation? Team A. What is the name of the maneuver used to minimize regurgitation of gastric contents during intubation? Pass. Team B. Team C.
Felix maneuver.
Yeah, correct. The answer is Felix maneuver. So plus 5 to team C. Next question to team B. What percentage of a circulating blood volume may be lost by a pregnant woman before showing signs of hypovolemia?
40%.
Team, not quite right. Team C,
25%.
team D, team A,
35%.
Shagunti, 35 is the correct answer. So team A gets the marks. So your 35% is the correct answer, and team A, 35. Team B, bolo 40%. So team A gets plus 5 for this past question. Question for team C, third question in this round. Name at least 3 of the classic pentad of TTP.
Microangiolitic hemolytic anemia, angiopathic hemolytic anemia, renal failure, fever. Neurological signs will be there.
Excuse me, what did you say in the last?
Neurological,
You said microangiopathic,
angiopathic hemolytic anemia,
then
neurological manifestation, and renal complications.
I think we can give them. Yes, the answer is microangiopathic hemolytic anemia, fever, thrombocytopenia, of course, AKI, that is acute kidney injury, and neurological manifestation. So they got 3 right, so they get plus 10. Last question in this round, which is for team D. In patients with kidney transplants, episiotomy should be given on which side of the perineum? There are no negative marks, so you can try and answer.
Right side,
No, the answer is a bit different. Team A,
Opposite to the side of the transplant.
Yeah, correct. You got it correct. It's a side opposite to the allograft, right? So +5 for team A once again. So do we see the scores now or later? Let's move on to round. Huh. So at the end of round 1, we have the scores.
Yeah, team C is leading with 15 points and team A has got 10 points. Team B and D are yet to open their kitty.
So over to Dr. Sita for the second round and third round.
So round 2, which is basically an identify round. Okay. So as we said earlier, now we're going to start with team B. I'm going to tell you it's the imaging round basically. So the rules are each question consists of identification of the image. Image is shown to you. You have to identify the image. 30 seconds to identify the correct answer. It may be passed, but no extra time will be given. And like before, each correct answer awarded 10 marks. Past question awarded 5 marks with no negative marks. So ready, team B? Your image for this. What is the appliance shown here?
Ma'am, defibrillator.
Very good. Congratulations. Yes, the answer is defibrillator. Team C, you ready? What is this? Look carefully. What does it look like to you? Bit difficult. Yeah, you can guess. You have still have time, I think. Team D, any guesses? Team A or Team B? No? Yeah? Close, but what Shebam Super Master? Anyway, this is actually the fetoscopic view of a fetal hand. So you're right, but it's a fetoscopic view. No marks for this question. Okay, the next goes to team D. Are you ready? What is shown in these chest diagrams? What is shown in these chest diagrams? What is it? What can you see? Just logically go through what you can see. Explain the picture.
Ma'am, is it pleural effusion?
Sorry, team A.
See, bilateral opacities could be acute respiratory distress syndrome.
Okay, we'll come to you, team B.
Ma'am, a pacemaker device has been introduced.
No, I'm afraid not. Team C. Okay. I think they were the closest. Isn't it? Yes. No, but she said pulmonary infiltrates. They haven't specified. Yeah. Okay, the answer is actually lung infiltrates in a postpartum lady with COVID-19 infection. Bashov has got that. So we are not granting any marks here, I'm afraid. But yeah, you all were close. With this pulmonary infiltrates, pleural effusion will be a much more hypoechoic zone, and that is just a central line that is being shown there. Yeah. Okay, the last image goes to team A. You ready? What is shown in the picture? What is shown in the picture? Team A. What does it look like to you, the histology? Team B.
Ma'am, this is a HP of a glomerulus showing lupus nephritis.
Lupus.
Lupus nephritis.
Can you be a bit more specific? Anyway, team C.
Enlargement due to preeclampsia.
Huh? Due to?
Preeclampsia.
Okay, team D.
Proteinuria.
Huh? Bolo, bolo.
Ma'am, it is a slide of a kidney, the glomeruli showing the proteinuria, eosinophilic infiltrate,
Huh?
proteinuria,
Proteinuria and the.
like the infiltrates the
Okay.
eosinophilic
I don't think anybody have identified the structure, but not exactly the pathology. So it's basically fibrin microthrombi within the capillaries of the glomerular loops. Okay, usually seen in DIC. That is the Japanese school of pathology. Okay, so at the society, so we end the second imaging round, and may I ask the
Team A is still on 10. Team B has opened their account. They're on 10. Team C is on 15. Team D yet to score.
Okay. Don't worry, you still have lots of rounds. We can, easy ones and it differs. So we go to the third round, which is the acronym round, okay? Like this. What is MBBS? Okay? No, hello, hang on. This hasn't started yet. This is just a mock thing, okay? And the answer is given, so obviously it won't be the question. Yeah, that's why they're all ready. So this is acronym round, and the rules, again, direct question gets 30 seconds, maybe past, but no extra time given for answering the past. Correct answer 10 with past 5 with no negative marks. Yeah? Without wasting time, we go to team C. What is the full form of SPECT? All related to critical care and obstetrics. SPECT. Want to guess? You have to just it's a full form you have to do. So logically, what would you think? SPECT. No negative marks. Give it a shot. Team D. Team D, if you don't know, pass it. Yeah, actually A, B.
Single photon emission computerized tomography.
Very good, very good. Single photon emission computed tomography. CT, as I said, you try to look at it and, as I said, all related to. Okay, next one goes to team D. Sorry, what is TAP block? TAP block. Have you heard of it, TAP block? Again, logically try to derive a block. Wait. Yes, team A seems to be ready.
Transabdominal perineal nerve block.
Trans? Well, team B. Team C.
Transabdominal pudendal block.
About abdominal pudendal. You can't have an abdominal and perineal and pudendal. So anyway, there are no marks to any team. You were there, but logically transverse abdominis plane block. You can't have an abdominal and pudendal at the same time. Yeah. Okay. Team A, your question. Easy, I would guess. ECMO stand for.
Extracorporeal membrane oxygenation.
Yes. All experts in COVID now. Team A10, extracorporeal membrane oxygenation. Okay, so the next question, the last one in this acronym round. Team B, yeah? Full form of feto in obstetrics. Feto, again logically derived. Team B, any guess or you'll pass? Pass to team C. Team D, A, no? Guess, audience? Basha? Fetoscopic, yes, fetoscopic endoluminal tracheal occlusion, an interventional procedure done for congenital diaphragmatic hernia. Okay, at the end of team round 3, scores are
The scores are Team A is leading with 25 points. Team C is following closely behind with 15. Team B is 10 and Team D yet to open their account.
okay. Buck up, everyone. All right, we go to team round 4 and invite Dr. Shushmita to.
Thank you, Sita. Right, we move on to the next round. Round 4. So this is identify and answer. There will be a picture on the screen which you have to identify and then answer the question following it. Each question will have 2 parts. First is the identification and then next is the subsequent questions. There will be 20 seconds to identify and 20 seconds to answer the next question. It may be passed, but no extra time will be given as like with the other rounds. And each correct answer will be 5 for identification and 5 for the question, that is total 10. And while a past question will have only half that mark, so 2.5 and 2.5. Okay, everyone ready? And there is no negative marks. So we go to the first question of identify and answer and goes to Team D. Team D, are you ready? Right. Please identify and name the blood cell pointed at by the arrow. Even I can't see the arrow. No. Can you go and point there, the cell? Now go and point again. I don't think they could make out because I can't point here. Right. Team D? Team D? No, Team A? Team B? Those cells in the middle that Dr. Tulika pointed out. You see the cells in the middle? You see the normal RBC and you see the abnormal RBC?
Cystocytes are there.
Yeah. So, and what the question, I'll follow the question with you then. The question will go to them or the Team D? Team D. Team D, can you answer the question? Okay. Name the condition when this is found.
Thrombotic thrombocytopenic purpura.
Next.
HELP syndrome.
Next.
Ma'am, any hemolytic anemia.
Next.
Thalassemia.
No, the answer we're looking for is DIC. So that's the answer printed. We have to go with that answer. So it's only 2.5 for Team B. for the whole question for identification. So we move on to the next question, which goes to team A, right? Ready? Animated. Acha, name this procedure. What is the procedure that is being done here? What is the procedure that is being done?
Neonatal resuscitation by endotracheal suctioning.
No. Next, B.
Endotracheal intubation of the neonate.
No, C.
This is a fetal surgery for esophageal atresia.
Next, we want the name of the exact procedure. Right, team D. Okay. Yeah, right, okay. So if they can't name the procedure, they can't name the second question, okay? So that it doesn't go to anyone, it's the exit procedure. That's what we are looking for. Exit is ex utero intrapartum treatment procedure. That can be for esophageal thing, but the procedure is exit procedure, right? So nobody gets anything for this question. Right, okay. Right, next question to team B. Ready? What is the name of this sign and what does it signify?
Ma'am, turtle sign. This is a sign of shoulder dystocia.
Correct. So next question goes to you. What is the mnemonic for managing this condition?
Ma'am, helper. Should I explain that? H is called for help. Then sudden extension and abduction. That is
No, just I don't want the just help us spell it. How you spell it? H.
HELPERR.
Right. Okay. We give them 10 points. Good. So the next one is for team C. Ready, team C? What is this drug? When is this drug used in obstetrics?
In magnesium sulfate toxicity.
And
Diabetic ketoacidosis.
right, okay, anyway, they mentioned one, I think we should give them. So the next question goes is, what is the dose in magnesium toxicity?
the normal therapeutic level is 4 to 7 milliequivalents per liter.
No,
More than
dose of this drug, calcium gluconate is the drug, and you're using it in magnesium toxicity. What is the dose?
10 ml, 1 gram calcium gluconate in 10%.
Time?
10 minutes.
Correct. Okay, 10 marks to group C. There's another situation where we can use this drug apart from magnesium toxicity, and that is massive blood transfusion. We use it sometime. Okay. So we move on to the next round. Next round starts with team A again. Okay. Round 5. It's a multiple choice questions, and this is not the question. Okay. Right. We're just calculating the marks. Right. Can we have the calculated?
So we have, interestingly, we have team D, which is yet to open their account, team B 22.5, and team A and team C with 25.
Okay. Neck to neck. Right. We move on to round 5, which is the MCQ round. Rules. Each correct answer is 10 marks. There are negative marks, so please be careful. In this round, 5 marks will be deducted for an incorrect answer. And the question can be passed, but it will be passed only once. Okay? Only once. Only you, if you pass, they will be able, if they can't answer, it won't be passed anymore. Yes, yes, yes. So we can't pass 4 times, no? Okay. 4th team will always get the full marks. Right, okay, so move on. Team A, ready? Which hormone is mainly responsible for the increased respiratory effort in pregnancy? Is it estrogen? Is it insulin? Is it progesterone? Is it human placental lactogen?
Progesterone.
Correct. So 10 marks to team A. We move on to team B. Ready? Neurogenic shock results from impairment of A. Descending parasympathetic pathways, descending sympathetic pathways, ascending parasympathetic pathways, ascending sympathetic pathways.
Ma'am, descending sympathetic pathway.
Right. Okay. 10 marks to team B. Very good. So we move on to team C now. The teratogenic risk of warfarin are all except nasal hypoplasia, renal agenesis, chondrodysplasia punctata, and microcephaly.
B, renal agenesis.
Right. Okay. Correct answer is renal agenesis. So 10 marks to team C as well. Team D. Minimum maternal partial pressure of oxygen required for adequate fetal oxygenation in a non-ventilated critically ill pregnant woman. More than 50 millimeter, more than 60, more than 70, more than 80.
More than 70.
Yeah, correct answer. Team C has opened their account. Congratulations. They get 10 points. Okay, this, can we have the tally?
So apart from that, team D has opened their scores with +10. The rest remain the same because this round has been a very fruitful round. All of you all have answered. So team B with 32.5 and team A and C with 35.
Great. The next round, Dr. Tulika Jha is going to conduct.
This is the Foxy and BOGS round, round 6. And the rules are each direct question gets 30 seconds as in other rounds. It may be passed, but no extra time for for answering past questions. 10 marks for the direct answer and 5 if that's a bonus question. And there are no negative marks. And so this round starts from team B. So you get the first question, team B. What is the name of the official publication of BOGS?
BOGS Times.
Correct. The second question goes to team C. Where will the annual Congress of AICOG be held in 2022?
Indore.
Indore, yeah, correct. Third question to team D. Who is the president of BOGS?
Dr. Bhaskar Paul.
Correct. And question 4 to team A. What is ICOG? Now this no negative marking.
Indian Council of Obstetrics and Gynecology. Indian Congress of International Conference of Obstetrics.
Indian Congress of Obstetrics and Gynecology. Indian Committee of Obstetrics.
Oh, the correct answer is Indian College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, and is the academic wing of Foxy. So we move on to round 7, which is the final round and the most important round, which can turn tables. So Shagunti, over to you.
Yeah. So before we start the rapid fire, a quick look at the question. So we have team D with 20 marks, team A with 35, team C with 40, and team B with 42.5. So team D will start with the rapid fire.
Tell me the score one.
42.5.
Team A with
Team A with 35.
45, B
35.
35,
Team B with 42.5.
42.5,
Team C with 40.
40, And D with?
No, team C with 45. Sorry. Team C with 45 and team D with 20.
So we start from team D, right?
Yeah. Again. A. Yeah. B, A, B, C.
So we come to the last round. This is actually the round which can make you or break you, basically. And the rules of this round is each team has got 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Okay. Each correct answer is awarded 10 marks. 5 marks are deducted for an incorrect answer. If they are unable to complete all the 10 questions in the stipulated time, that is 60 seconds, then they will be marked only for the questions they have attempted. You can return to the past question if time permits to attempt answering it again within the 60-second time frame. Okay. And the first answer to each question will be taken as the final answer unless it is passed. There is negative marking. It's better to pass if you don't know. Okay. So that you can answer, the rest of the questions. So it's customary always to start with the team which has got the lowest score. So team D, we are going to start with you. Okay. Team D. Time. Achha. Your time starts now. In pregnant women with opioid dependency, stabilization on substitute methadone is the treatment of choice. True or false? Lipophilic and low molecular weight drugs cross placenta readily. True or false? Correct. What is the ideal CPR ratio for neonatal resuscitation? Pass. Who is the current president of FOGC? Alpesh Gandhi, correct. Women who take SSRIs may be at risk of PPH. True or false? Incorrect. TTP is seen most commonly in immediate postpartum period. True or false? Correct. The maternal death rate from acute MI is 5 to 7%. True or false? True, and that is correct, but we are at the 7th question and the time is over. I'll just read out the 8, 9, 10th question, but this is not for your quiz. DVT in pregnancy occurs commonly on the left side. Just for a try. True. The best pregnancy outcomes occur for women with established kidney disease which occur following successful renal transplantation. True or false? That's true, correct. And the 10th is acute rejection of grafts is very common in pregnancy. True or false? False. So let's go back to the questions. So
4 correct, 1 wrong answer, and
4 correct, that means 40.
40, 1 wrong answer,
That means 40 minus 5.
that 35, and 2 passes.
So neat is 35. So for team D, the rapid fire score is 35. We go over to the set 2. We go over to team A. Are you ready? Team A, your time starts now. Detoxification from opioid dependency is contraindicated in first trimester. True or false?
False.
Incorrect. Only a non-ionized fraction of partly ionized drugs cross placenta. True or false?
Pass.
Pass. What is the choice of drug when neonate does not respond to ventilation and chest compression?
Pass.
Pass. Who is the current Secretary General of FOGC?
Pass.
Pass. In acute mania in pregnancy, ECT may be considered. True or false?
False.
Incorrect. Hypertension is a common feature in TTP HUS. True or false?
True.
Incorrect. Troponin 1 and troponin T are altered in a normal pregnancy. True or false?
False.
False. Correct. Popliteal familial thrombosis is more common in pregnant women. True or false?
Pass.
Pass. Time is up. So they did 8 questions. I'll just read out the last 2 questions.
8 question.
8th question, they said false. No, they said pass. They said pass. Why don't you pass quickly if you don't know? At least you can, attend the later ones. 9th was pregnant woman on dialysis should be delivered by cesarean section. Yes or no? No, unless otherwise it's obstetrically indicated. Cyclosporin is absolutely contraindicated in pregnancy post-organ transplantation. True or false? False. It is given. So let's have the score. Dita.
One correct answer, 3 wrong answers, and 4 passes. So there's
1 correct is 10. 3 wrong means 10 minus 5. So that gives minus 5. So
3 wrong means minus 5 each. Minus 15.
5. So minus 5 from the main score.
Yes.
So their main score was 35, right? Their main score was 35? Yeah. So their total score becomes 35. Now we move over to the set number 3. Team B. Set 3, Team B. Team B, your time starts now. Neonatal abstinence syndrome is more profound in buprenorphine in comparison to methadone.
Pass.
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 Pass. Only free unbound drug diffuses across placenta. True or false?
Pass.
Pass. What is the targeted preductal SPOT after birth at 5 minutes?
Pass.
Pass. Who was the last president of Foxy from Bengal?
Pass.
Pass. Untreated maternal depression is associated with an increased risk of preterm birth. True or false?
Pass.
Pass. In TTP, aggressive treatment is required with FFP and plasmapheresis. True or false?
True.
Correct. Right anterior descending is the commonest coronary artery which is involved in acute coronary syndrome in pregnancy. True or false?
Pass.
Pass. Following acute VT in pregnancy, LMWH must be continued for the rest of the pregnancy in puerperium. True or false?
True.
True. Correct. A higher folic acid supplementation is needed in pregnant women with dialysis.
True.
True, and the answer is correct. I think from 1 to 7, the answers were pass.
Yes. She answered 6. 3 questions right, so there was 30, and they have passed everything and no wrong.
No wrong answer. Yeah, all the past 3 questions right. So that makes 30. And the last question was the preferable interval after organ transplantation before which a lady should not get pregnant is 3 years. True or false? How many years then? The questions which are for others seem to be easy always in life, no? Set 4. Set 4 is team C. So team C, your time starts now. In alcohol-dependent pregnant women undergoing detoxification, chlordiazepoxide may be used to manage withdrawal symptoms. True or false? True. Correct. Lipophilic and high molecular weight drugs cross placenta readily. True. Incorrect. What is the drug of choice for supraventricular tachycardia in the fetus?
Pass.
Pass. Who is the president-elect of Foxy? Pass. Relapse rate is more common if antidepressants are stopped when a woman breaks pregnancy. True or false?
Pass.
Pass. In TTP, platelet transfusion is the mainstay of treatment.
False.
False. Correct. Troponin 1 may be increased in preeclampsia.
True.
Correct. Woman admitted with hyperemesis should be considered for thrombophlebitis. True. Correct. Ideal schedule of dialysis in pregnant women is nocturnal daily hemodialysis.
True.
True. Correct. Mycophenolate mofetil should be discontinued at least 6 months before conceiving. That's true. So That was a very good round. So 6 correct. 3 passes. 6 correct means 60. 1 incorrect means 60 minus 5. That gives them 55 in the rapid fire. Yeah, 60 minus 55. So this is the only group which could attempt all the 10 questions. Now, score. So we do not have a tiebreaker, but we had kept, this is audience question. So the tiebreaker is audience question now. Ram, this is the audience question. You are looking for audience questions? Following inhaled vasodilators can be used to improve oxygenation, except? No, nitric oxide, obviously. Diffusion hypoxia ho jati. Where will the annual, this should not go to the, this should go to the participants. Where will the annual Congress of AICG be held in 2023? The answer is Kolkata. So you know now, okay? And what is this procedure known as? Ram, what is this procedure known as? Audience question. Acronym. We had an acronym on that. This is FITO. Okay, so thank you all very much. I hand it over to Dr. Tulika Jha for the further proceedings.
So the quiz is over. It was interesting. Good showing all the 4 teams. Though it could have been better still. I would now invite our Honorary Secretary of BOGS, Dr. Ram Prasad Dey, to say a few words. And then the President of our society, Dr. Bhaskar Pal, will announce the winners.
Good afternoon, everybody. Respected viewers, because it has been live telecast. So we have successfully completed our Foxy round of Usha Krishnan quiz, and all of you have done very well. And yes, out of this 4 team, 1 team will be participated in the zonal quiz, and in the East Zone Yuva Foxy that will be held on Siliguri on 20th June. So I also welcome you all that on behalf of the Bengal Obstetrics and Gynecological Society, we will be also very much competitive, and we will also be one of our many times from BOGS teams has been first, and subsequently they become first into the AICG indoor. Yes, so best of luck of all of you. And now you are very eagerly waiting for the today's result. Yes, may I invite? Yes. Our President, Dr. Bhaskar Pal, to announce the result. Also, we have also with us our Vice President, Dr. Basu Mukherjee. He is also long time associated with the quiz, starting as a participant as well as the quiz master. Yes.
The team A got 30 points. We are starting from 4th rank to the 1st rank. So I would like to invite Shaurya and Sadia to come over and collect their certificates. You did well. Participate in the quiz next year and do better. So, Shaurya and Sadia are from Medical College, and their score was 30. Next, we would like to invite onto the stage Priyanka and Zuka from Arjikar. They've stood 3rd today and their score is 55. See, Shemunti, 1 or 2 announcements.
Next, we would like to call upon Aishwarya and Gokul from CMC They came runners up. They have a score of 72.5. Let's call the first last. It's Mandira and Lotika from CMC. Their score is 100. Give them a big clap and see you in Shiliguri virtually, maybe this time. This conference is going to be virtually, Bhaskarda, Shiliguri.
Yeah, so we've come to the end of this very exciting and new experience of the final round of the box Usha Krishna quiz. I congratulate the winners and all the participants for having reached up till here. I congratulate and I thank all the quiz masters today, especially Dr. Chaitali Datta Roy, Dr. Shebati Goswami, Dr. Tulika Jha, Dr. Shushmita, and we've all done a great effort to put this all together. Big thanks to Kolkata Audiovisual to get this on live streaming on Facebook, and Deepika, Dr. Deepika Chabra, Sinpal to put it all together for the prelim round and this final round as well. I would like to invite Dr. Deepika to say a few words before we close this session for the day.
Yes, ma'am. Jackson Pal is really honored to be a part of this quiz of which has been organized by Bengal Obs and Gynae Society. And we look forward to more such events with you, ma'am. That's all I would like to say. And there is a video that we would like to display which shows our products. Thank you all very much and stay safe. Bye-bye.